As Christian women, entrepreneurs, and business professionals, it's easy to get swept up in the demands of deadlines and client meetings and daily responsibilities, all while trying to balance your faith, your family, and your personal growth. The pressure to succeed, meet expectations, and maintain that polished brand can leave us feeling overwhelmed, spiritually drained, and disconnected from God. We know what we should do, that we should be praying more, reading our Bibles consistently, and seeking God's guidance in our work. But in the busyness of life, these practices, well, they often take a back seat. So instead of feeling spiritually fulfilled, we find ourselves running on empty, struggling to hear God's voice, questioning our purpose, and wondering if we're truly in alignment with His will. But here's the truth: connecting with God doesn't have to feel like another item on your to do list. It's not about following a rigid set of rules. It's about cultivating a relationship with Him in a way that fits how He uniquely designed you. Hey there, wise woman. This is Deneen TB. And on this episode of the Truth in Business Show, I'm going to share 10 practical ways, personalized ways. So, practical and personalized ways to really realign your heart with God's heart. Methods that go beyond the traditional faith practices and really integrate your spiritual growth into your daily life. Whether you're seeking to have a deeper prayer life, more peace in your business decisions, or a renewed sense of purpose, I am sure that these tips will help you to strengthen your faith, refocus on God, and experience His presence in a fresh and energizing way. So, number one, start your day with God. The way to begin your morning sets really the whole tone of the day, right? Everything that follows after that. And so instead of diving into emails and social media, just take a moment to pray, maybe to read scripture, even if it's just a verse, or listen to worship music. This intentional start will help you to cultivate a mindset that's really focused on God's presence throughout your whole day. So, are you not a morning person? I can hear you. So, listen to recorded scripture or a faith-based podcast as you prep for your day. Just do it first. Put that focus there first. Number two, create a personalized faith plan. Now, you know that God has designed you uniquely, especially if you've been here listening to me for a long time. And your spiritual growth should really reflect that. Consider how your personality influences how you best connect to God, this vertical relationship. Some people thrive with structured Bible study, while others feel closest to Him through creativity or movement. When your faith practices really align with how God made you, then your relationship with Him becomes more, vibrant. You can connect to your heart to God's heart, that vertical relationship, by growing in all areas that He wants for you. Your heart and your soul and your mind and your strength. This is really your faith shape. And it's very specific to how you connect to God. I'd love for you to take the faith shape quiz and find out more. So if you want that, go ahead and put quiz please down in the comments and I'll make sure that you get the link. Okay, number three, engage in active worship. Worship isn't just about singing hymns or choruses on Sunday. It can be expressed through art, dance, journaling, even taking a nature walk, finding ways to worship God that feel authentic to you. And when you do that, you'll experience deeper joy in His presence. When you are thinking only about God, no matter what the activity, that's when you are worshiping, because that's what worship means. Number four, join a like-minded faith community. We were not meant to do anything alone. We weren't meant to do our faith alone either. Surround yourself with other believers who inspire you and who challenge you, whether it's a small group or an online faith-based business community, a membership group, a mentor group. Having the spiritual support really strengthens your walk with God. Decide what you need to stay motivated and encouraged, and then find that group of people. Number 5, practice gratitude daily. A grateful heart is a heart connected to God. Keep a journal where you write down just one thing each day that you're thankful for. Just one. Don't make a list. Write out one thing at the top of the page and then write out why you are grateful for that thing. As you focus on God's goodness, you'll cultivate a sense of peace and of trust in his plan. Start with the little things in your life. Sometimes the things that we overlook, those things that we can be grateful for. So you don't have to say always family or health if you have health, but you can say things like clean air where I live, a full stomach because I have groceries, or even just the fact that I have electricity. Number 6, serve others with your gifts, your giftings, those things that God has given you. God's given you really unique talents and strengths and abilities. Using them to serve others is a powerful way to actually stay connected to him. Whether you're mentoring a fellow entrepreneur or a coworker, you're donating your services, or just volunteering in your community, serving aligns your heart with God's love. And when you have this mindset that you are serving God when you're serving others, you become a beacon of his goodness no matter what you are doing. I think that is exciting, right? Okay, 7, deepen your prayer life. Are you taking notes? It's on number 7 now, right? Deepen your prayer life. If your prayer life feels, stagnant, try something new. Experiment with prayer journaling, scripture-based prayers, or even praying through worship music. Different seasons in your life may call for different prayer approaches, but the goal remains the same. You want to have that intimacy with God. Prayer can be creative. Finding a way that works for you is essential for your growth. This all goes back to your faith shape. Take the quiz to get started to understand where you connect to God best first, through your heart, through your soul, through your mind, or through your strength. Put in the comments faith shape, and I will make sure that you get the link to take that quiz. Okay, we're on number 8. 8 is embrace silence and solitude. In the busyness of this life, we often we drown out God's voice. We have to set aside time each day for quiet reflection, whether that's through your morning devotional time or taking a silent retreat or simply pausing before you make a decision. God often speaks in that stillness, and we must create a space to hear him. This spiritual practice has been a game changer for me because it has allowed me to really reflect and refocus on where God is leading me. So I encourage you to do it. Number 9, challenge yourself spiritually. Growth happens, when you step outside of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself by reading a thought-provoking book or memorizing scripture or fasting for spiritual clarity. When you stretch your faith, you open your heart to that deeper trust in God, more and deeper revelation from him. I know these types of spiritual practices can really be difficult to start. So don't feel like you're not living up, because they are difficult to start. But when you know God's design of you, you can truly make it work for you, because you're different than somebody else who's telling you how to do it. And that's the beauty of knowing and understanding God's design of you. Okay, we're on number 10. Number 10, align your business with your calling. So if you have your own business, you're an entrepreneur, or you're a professional in the workplace, your business, your profession is not separate from your faith. It's an extension of your calling. So seek God's guidance in your work, invite him into your decisions, and use your platform and your position to reflect his love. When your work aligns with his will, you'll experience peace and purpose like never before. I promise you that. I like to say this: if you are so filled up with God, when you are so filled up with God, he can't help but stick out all over the place in your life. And that includes through your work. Reconnecting with God isn't about adding more obligations to your already packed schedule. I know it's hard. What it is, it's really about intentionally weaving his presence into every part of your life. When you shift your focus from doing more to being with him, right? Being with him, you'll find that faith becomes a natural, life giving rhythm rather than feeling like or becoming a burdensome task. Whether you start with just one of these tips, just one, or you decide to embrace them all, the key is to pursue God with an open and expectant heart. As you create space for God in your daily routines, whether that's through prayer, gratitude, worship, or aligning your business to his calling, you'll begin to really experience the peace that you never had before, the clarity that you need to be confident to make decisions, and the guidance that he's going to give you. You're going to experience that in new and profound ways. A personalized faith plan will help you create a structure so that your faith no longer feels like something you just have to fit in, but rather a foundation that fuels everything else in your life and your work. So, let me know which one of these tips, these 10 things, spoke to you the most. How are you seeking to align your heart with God's heart? I'd love for you to share in the comments. I'd love to hear how he's moving in your life. This is Deneen TV. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, be filled to overflowing.